Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's super late, catching up, belated live art stream. Today is day 428, and I got a few more days to do before I catch up to the official day that I'm actually on because I missed a few days. But we're going to do a couple twofers for the week, and then eventually by about Thursday, I'll be caught up. So, I hope you're doing well. This is Pierson. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and you are watching 500 Days of Drawing in day 428. Anyways, let's begin today's drawing, shall we? Where are you? Here you are. All right. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing fairly decent. Let me get some things kind of organized here. Like I have like no desk area for this. I have like such small space to work from. And alrighty then. So let's begin. Let's go working on this, man. Let's go working. Hit the ground running. Zoom in. But first, let's go. Let me sip some coffee here. Yeah, they got to sip some coffee, and we're gonna go ahead and move in. Anyways, today is, for those that have been paying attention, I'm actually behind on my live streams. I missed 3 days, and it's through. I want to say it's through no fault of my own, but I was my bad. Like I dropped the ball, and old me would be very upset about that. Old me would be very, not like furious, but very disappointed in my ability, like to like not maintain the status quo, like not maintain the momentum. Now, I think the reason why I kind of titled today's live stream is like not to beat yourself up over failing, right? Like we're so used to that. We're so quick to jump ourselves for making mistakes, and it's a problem. Like we just kind of jumped onto ourselves for making, like, just doing things wrong. Like, and that's not. I don't think that's a good thing for us, for anyone to do, is to jump on yourself. I used to be horrible on that. Like we have, like, I just have. Not just me, but like anyone, like a lot of us, we just have like these negative thoughts that just kind of arise, and that's not a good way to kind of exist. It's not a good way. And don't get me wrong, it's not like it's easy to regulate. It's not easy to regulate. Like I have some bad days. I'll have some bad days where just things aren't going good. Things aren't going. I don't know, according to plan or whatever it is, they're not going well, and I have a little bit of control on the outcome, but the main control of the things that I have are the control of how I feel. And to be honest with you, like, I think a lot of us, have, like, we think we have control of our emotions and such, and at the end of the day we do, but it's very hard, right? Like at the end of the day we have control over that, right? But it's not easy. It's not easy to manage that. Like it's not easy to regulate them, right? And there's days where, like, I think where I'm going at with this is, there was a book I read, or not even a book, it might have been a podcast, and this guy was talking about how willpower is kind of like, it's kind of like garbage, right? Where like you don't really have willpower. Like, I think in a sense that in the traditional sense, I think what he was trying to say is, like, if you're trying to willpower yourself to lose weight, it's going to be very, very hard to, especially if you have if you have like if your family is not uh supportive in a sense, like, okay, let's make an example. Like, maybe you want to lose weight and you tell your family you want to lose weight, and they're like, good job, okay, that sounds great. And then they go about still buying like bonbons and sweet tarts and cinnamon rolls and pop tarts and all kinds of like tarts, and you have all this like junk food in your house 24/7, 7 days a week, 365, right? Like, you might have a lot of willpower to kind of fight it off for a while, but like once if you have access to those items, you're probably going to eat them because they're right there. Like, it's really hard to will it, like just the out willpower, the presence of those things. And the best way to not eat that junk food is to actually remove those items, right? I don't know where I was going with this willpower thing, but it may have pertained to like we're prone to kind of just beating ourselves down for all the wrong reasons. I don't know the segue where the segue was coming from, but I can tell you it was I don't know where the segue is coming from. Let me drink some coffee. Coffee. It's coffee. I'm gonna drink some coffee here. But yeah, like I missed a few days, and I had a few rough days, and it's rough, man. It's hard when you have those rough days, and it's easy to kind of get in that dark place. Not like a dark place. I'm not talking like a you ever have seen those like comedy shows where like, where are you right now? My dark place. I'm not talking about like that dark, not that. I'm talking about like, like when you get in that like negative loop of thinking just overall bad thoughts, like this thoughts you shouldn't be thinking because you're feeling like down, and I had a few days, like rough days. I don't mean like rough days as in like, oh, the days were rough. I actually the days were great. I had a bunch of great days. Like I was celebrating my birthday. I was having a good time, seeing family and friends that I haven't seen in a long time. It was a beautiful moment. It was super beautiful to have friends that I really love and appreciate, and I got to spend time and a moment of my life where I got to had to be with them and talk with them and cherish some really awesome moments. So I really did. It was really a great time, but in that event of celebrating my birthday, I didn't do my live streams. And in the past, I would be not like furious, but very, very disappointed with myself with not being able to keep that promise. And it's kind of like I use this reference all the time because I used to be very heavy. I used to be a very heavy dude, not in a good way. So I use a lot of weight loss references, and a lot of us, when we're seeking to like lose weight, we get very micro with everything, right? We get very, very micro with it, and when we get micro with with weight loss, we're setting ourselves up for failure because we like micromanage everything that we consume. And to be honest with you, like doing all that like regulating that micro diet is like impossible. It's super difficult. Bodybuilders do it, but they get like paid a lot of money to, a lot of them do, not all of them, but like the top tier ones get paid a lot of money to be bodybuilders, and it's their job to kind of do that stuff. But the average person, it's not their job to like micro calorie count and see how many all their macros and micros that they're taking in. And like I'm gonna jump back to this, but like I also have a lot of like reservations against a lot of these these fitness gurus, man. They drive me bananas, man. Just tell them that you're taking steroids, man. Don't send them this garbage diet plan, this garbage workout plan. You can find any workout plan and do it, and you'll still have success. Like, don't listen to them. Actually, don't listen to them, because their advice doesn't apply to you, because a lot of them are on some sort of PEDs, and those PEDs puts their like metabolism on like fire mode. They're like running on volcano, you know. And don't listen to them. But anyways, we'll find ourselves, when we're like trying to lose weight, micromanaging our diet. And in the acute, that means in the short term, you can do that. Like, you can do it. But can you do that for like the rest of your life? Like, let's ask yourself, can you micromanage your diet for 80 years, 40, 50, 60 years? And you'd have all these like gurus, these like discipline gurus, all these like people on podcasts saying, "Oh, it's easy. You have to have discipline." Yeah, I don't know if you could do this forever. Like, it's like there's days where you're gonna be messing up. You're gonna fall, and you're gonna stumble, and you're gonna eat that Dorito. You can eat that cookie, right? There's gonna be days where you're gonna have that, and what beats that, what trumps everything else, is not the discipline. It's like it's the system. It's the habit that you set in hand. Yeah, so what? You stumbled and you crawled. You made a mistake. You ate that cookie. What you can do to course correct is you don't have another cookie, or you don't eat a cookie tomorrow, right? All that kind of stuff. And like for me, these live streams have kind of taught me to not beat myself up over failing and making mistakes, because I've already said this a million times on these live streams. I am a super slow learner, and like, as I say, if people learned as slow as I did, they would quit. Because I learned things so slow. I learn things so slow. It takes me two times, 3 times, 4 times as long to learn something from than the average person. Not that I'm dumb. It's just I question everything. I don't even know if I question everything. I need to like know it like the back of my hand. It needs to be for me like second nature, in order for me to like really grasp it. It can't be like, oh, I kind of know it. I have to be like, no, I have to really know it. I have to really understand it to really be able to say, okay, I know what I'm doing. I don't like to claim that I know a lot about everything. I know a little bit about things. I know a little bit about art. I'm pretty good at it. I'm not an expert. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that are much better than I am, and they do a much better job of explaining things. Maybe one thing that I can do better is I can just rattle on 30 minutes straight, and it doesn't even have to be about art. I think that's one good thing. And I think the only reason why I'm actually decent at that is because I've done it for a year and a half. It's not because I'm like fantastic at it. As a matter of fact, I actually have a very boring life. I don't do anything exciting. Like, I can't go to like I listen to these live streamer, like I go on YouTube and I type in, I do a search like how to talk on a live stream without having any dead air. And all these people say, talk about your day, talk about this, talk about your interests. Like, dude, I'm so boring. I'm so flippin' boring, man. I love comedies. I don't watch a lot of comedies. I love Naruto the show. I haven't watched Naruto the show. I love video games. The game I'm playing right now is Clash Royale, and sometimes Clash of Clans, and I don't even play that much. I used to play Destiny, not anymore. It takes too much time. Like, I really appreciate games. I wish I could play them, but I don't have the time. I just don't. And actually, I shouldn't be doing this live stream right now, but I decided that I wanted to do 2 live streams today. And the only way I can do my 2 live streams is if I did one now and I take a little breather, come back and do another one later. And that's why I decided to do the live stream right now. It probably wasn't the best time to do it, but I figure why not? I might regret it. I might not. We'll see. Anyways, it's just one of those things. But like with these, when you f up, when you mess up royally, like you just like you make a mistake and you're like really mad at yourself, like you're really mad at yourself. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't do it. It's not worth your time, man. I've been there. Like I have a pretty healthy, pretty hearty temper. I don't know why. Maybe it was because when I was younger. My dad had a pretty hearty temper. He wasn't like mean or anything, but he definitely wasn't like, the nicest dad, right? When he was younger. When he got older and he had a few divorces, he got a little bit nicer because he realized he probably can't be a total D in front of everyone, And I love him. I love my dad. Love my dad to bits. There's nothing wrong. What I'm saying is not like me showing ill will, but it is what it is. So I don't know if I have a temper because of that. I don't know if I have a temper because I struggle to learn things at a rate that is equal to or relative to how much time I spend on learning. When you are such a slow learner like me, it gets really hard and really disheartening to see someone like just lap you when they spend like 10 minutes on it and you're like, you spent 10 hours. It's very, very hard to accept, But here's the caveat. When I learn that thing and I get it to the fullest capacity, I will probably be better than that person because I invested more time to really master it. So like maybe what I'm saying when I say like I'm a slow learner, maybe I'm saying I'm slow to master things, but I think a lot of people are in general slow to master things. So I don't really hold a lot of stock in that mentality. If you notice what I'm doing this grid drawing. Notice how I'm doing everything like overly like contrasty. I'm doing that on purpose. I don't know why. I don't want the tones like this to be as soft. I mean, I guess I could make them as soft as what I'm seeing as this, but I'm kind of being a little bit generous with the value range. I think the reason why I want to push the tones a little bit is because I feel a little bit more comfortable pushing the tones than to going a little under. Like it's a little bit easier to go overboard in the value range than to go under, in my opinion. And it helps with the drawing. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but just want to say, don't worry about messing up, man. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to think about. Like, I'm trying to harken back to what I was talking about earlier about patience, but I guess maybe having more patience with yourself is a good thing. Right, and having more like leniency on yourself as an individual, because a lot of us I fall victim to that too. I fall victim to it as well. Like I make mistakes and I beat myself up over it. And what happens is when you beat yourself up over it, like you almost come up with a mentality like, well, since I made this mistake, why even bother doing this? Why even bother trying? Like just quit, right? Just quit. Right, it's easier to we want to go to like that quitting mentality. I think the reason why we have this type of like, or I think one of the reasons why we might have this mentality when we're growing up, or as now, or like me personally, is in like college or in school, not college, but like in high school, middle school, grade school, like we glorified students, we glorified perfection, we glorified students that never like made mistakes, and we would like what would be like, is it ostracized, or what would be a word, we we shunned people that made mistakes. Like if you're an artist and you're a kid and your drawings suck, right? And we never like said like good job. We were like, yeah, you could, this needs a little bit of work, or never said like keep trying, you'll get better, you know, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna drink some more coffee here. I'm gonna drink some coffee, and I got about 9 more minutes. I'm gonna call it a day. Not call it a day. I'm gonna call it a break. I'm gonna come back and do a cactus drawing, because technically today, the day that I'm technically right now, the day that I'm catching up on I'm catching up on for Saturday, and then the next day is going to be technically catching up for Sunday, and then I got a couple more days to do to catch up on all these days. Like the thing is, I can only do 2 days at a time in order to catch up, and when you do that, you think, oh, catch up in no time. No, because every new day means I got to catch up for that day as well. So there's a big lag. There's a big lag, and that's one of the problems of doing these live streams. I just wish I could catch up in my own guidelines. As long as I make up for the days that I lost, I'm still technically doing my consecutive live streams. That's why I'm not too worried. I don't beat myself up over this anymore. I've done a lot of them, and it's not a big deal if I miss, as long as I come back and make up for it. I feel better about the circumstance. But just don't beat yourself up over these things. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. And I just want to say, I know it's hard, and I know that there's going to be days where you feel stressful and such, but just keep going at it, man. Just keep going at it. And I say this to my wife too. I don't think she believes me. Just keep trying. Whatever she's pursuing, she never believes me whenever I say anything. She's like, yeah, whatever. You're just saying that. I don't know. I always come off as insincere, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I come up. I once said a joke to my father-in-law, and he got flipping pissed. He got mad because he thought I was being serious. And I don't know, maybe the way that I say things comes off as like I was being a jerk. I don't know, but I didn't think I was coming off as a jerk. But apparently, the way I said it, the way I executed certain words, comes off wrong. So I have this thing where I come off as either insincere or I'm coming off as a tool, like a total jerk. And I don't even know, I'm like, where's this coming from? I'm being serious. Maybe it's because sometimes I come off when I say things, I say it with a smile, and then that smile comes off as you're looking like a total dick or something, total jerk. I don't know. You're just coming off as just a total a-hole, I guess. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be one. Why do you think I'm being one? Stop it, But yeah, I would say everything I say, I could say I'm proud of you, and people would think, yeah, you're not proud of me at all. You're just saying that. Come on, man. What other way? What other way can I say it? I don't even know a different way. I'm not an actor. I'm not here to convince you with my acting. I'm not trying to create some sort of narrative or I'm not trying to say it in a way that sounds. I'm not a movie. I'm not a movie actor. I'm not a movie. So when I say things and it doesn't come off as sincere, I'm sorry. I'm not acting. Okay? That's the problem. I guess in the world of today, we're giant actors. I said actors. That's act turd. We're coming off as actors. No, I'm not. I'm not acting. I'm not trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore, because now I'm just kind of talking in a giant loop. But I could definitely construe me missing 3 days in a row as a giant failure, and um, and to some people it would be, um, but what is the use? Like I would ask this to you or anyone: what is the use in like getting pissed off about it? Like, it's what utility does it have? Like, does it make? Is it gonna make? Is it gonna catch me up? Is it gonna make up for the time that I lost? I don't think so. Right? And I made a mistake. I had a few too many beers with my friends, and to be honest, in all honesty, it wasn't even that many beers. It wasn't that many beers. It was like there's people that like my friends probably had more to drink than I did. It's just I just get hungover really easily, and I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. Like it's like I can have like 2 beers, and the next day I'd feel like someone took a vice to my head and turned it to 10, and that's just how it is, and I can't do anything about it. Like, I guess maybe I could drink more water, and even then that's not going to there's no guarantee that's going to fix the problem. But anyways, I made a mistake, and I don't even want to say I don't even want to call it a mistake, because I did not regret hanging out with my friends and seeing friends all together in one spot, of whom I'm never going to see together in one spot probably for another year. And I do not regret that. That was an amazing time. That was actually a beautiful moment in time that you don't have happen regularly. The older you get, you don't have those moments where you have old friends from high school, middle school, elementary school get together and celebrate your birthday and chat with you and play old arcade games, man. You don't get that. You just don't get that. That is priceless. It's so priceless. It's impossible you can't pay for that. I guess you could pay for it if you had a lot of money, I guess. I don't know. So I'm almost done. I got 2 more minutes of this. I'm just kind of like doodling around here, doodling on my grid drawing here, and I'm not upset about it. But if you have any like failures, just throw them away, man. It's so easy to get in your head. Like, we're so prone to just diving in and stressing out about things, and it's hard. It's hard to like separate yourself. I get stressed out a lot. I'm not gonna say that I don't have that moment of like stress and like frustration and things that are occurring. I'm not gonna lie that doesn't occur in my life. It occurs more often than it should. I'm not gonna try to like lie to my like viewers. What's funny about these things, like YouTube and all these places and all like Instagram, like I think a lot of people in these places kind of front, they kind of front this like reality. And I think the reason why is because it's more attractive. It's more attractive. It really is. It's more attractive to the layman, the average person, because they don't want to kind of address their demons, like address their issues. And it's easy, man. It's easy. Like, it's hard to attack some of your problems head on, And don't get me wrong, I try to escape some problems too. I do that often, not all the time. I've gotten better at it, but I don't. It's not like I don't have issues. I think we all have issues, but I think what's the problem is like these social media platforms kind of fake people. They like deceive. A lot of these people on these platforms kind of deceive you into thinking, my life's perfect, and I find that kind of disheartening, because you're not being genuine. And I think a lot of the people that I listen to, that I gravitate towards, are the ones that are more genuine, the ones that kind of talk about things more personally, but maybe they're really good actors, and maybe I'm not. I don't know. Anyways, Let's see here. Yeah, anyways, that is it for the day, or that is it for now. I'm gonna come back a couple hours later, and I'm gonna be working on my cactus drawing. A couple hours later, I'm gonna be catching up, doing day 428. Technically, today should be what day should be? It's Tuesday. Technically, today is day 431. So I'm a couple days behind, and I got to do a couple 2 days twofers for the next week or so to catch up from missing those 3 days. And it is what it is. But you know what? I'm gonna be better for it. I'm gonna be stronger for it, and I'm not gonna dwell over the failure or over that mistake, because it was a mistake. It was just a good time, and things kind of got. I think things kind of got a little bit behind. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will be back later on. I wish you all the best, and hopefully I'll see you a little bit later on today. And if you like what you're talking, like this content, don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you in the next live art stream. Thank you so much. This is Pierson. Cheers.